I never thought I'd point a shotgun at a minivan full of soccer moms, but there I was, finger itching on the trigger, staring down Karen Hargrove as she clutched her pearl necklace like it was a lifeline. She just forged my signature on a bogus HOA lien, auctioned off my grandfather's 200-acre ranch in the Texas Hill Country for pennies, and turned my legacy into her personal piggy bank, all because I wouldn't paint my barn her godforsaken shade of patriot blue. And the kicker? The judge presiding over the eviction hearing later called it the most American revenge story he'd ever heard, right before slapping her with fraud charges that'd make Enron blush. It started 6 months ago, in the sweltering summer of 2025, when Karen, self-appointed HOA tyrant of Willow Creek Estates, with her bleached bob and weaponized passive aggression, decided my off-grid ranch was an eyesore, marring her cookie-cutter kingdom. I'd inherited the place from Pops, a Vietnam vet who'd drilled into me that freedom meant no one's boot on your neck, not even a busybody's. But Karen? She thrived on control. Fines piled up for unapproved wildflowers and excessive dust from my dirt driveway. I ignored them, figuring small-town bureaucracy was just noise. Then came the ambush. I got a certified letter while hay baling in 105-degree heat. Foreclosure notice. Turns out, Karen had proxied a vote during a Zoom meeting I missed, claiming I was uncooperative, and slapped a lien for $50,000 in phantom violations. Worse, she'd faked my e-signature on the consent form using some shady app her nephew coded. By the time I stormed the next HOA meeting in my dusty boots, the ranch was already under gavel. "This is for the greater good, Mr. Harlan," she purred from her throne at the head table, surrounded by her coven of wine moms nodding like bobbleheads. "Your rustic charm doesn't fit our vision." I slammed my fist so hard the snack table quivered, Cheerios everywhere, and roared that she'd stolen my blood, sweat, and soil. Gasps rippled through the room. One old-timer, Mr. Jenkins, muttered, "That's low, even for her." But Karen just smiled that shark grin. "Rules are rules, cowboy. Saddle up and move along." Outrage boiled in my gut like bad brisket, but I played it smart. No fistfights or viral rants. Those only feed Karens. Instead, I lawyered up with a pit bull from Austin who specialized in property scams. While he buried her in subpoenas, I dug into public records. Turns out, Willow Creek's impeccable block was built on a floodplain easement my family had quietly held since the 70s. A loophole Pops left as a middle finger to developers. For $250,000, scraped from selling my truck and a few heirloom steers, I bought the underlying land rights. Suddenly, I owned the dirt under their McMansions. Checkmate. The backlash hit like a nor'easter. I sent polite notices. Vacate in 30 days or face eminent domain. Karen went nuclear on Nextdoor, posting tearful screeds about heartless bullies terrorizing families. Her followers piled on. Save Willow Creek trended locally, with death threats in my inbox from keyboard warriors who'd never left their air-conditioned bubbles. Protests clogged my ranch gate. Picket signs screaming gun-toting tyranny, as if I were the villain. Local news ate it up. Ranchers' revenge, or HO, a holocaust. And yeah, it got ugly. A drone buzzed my barn, filming for some true crime TikTok. I even caught Karen's husband, Kim IF, 150, whispering apologies like the whip dog he was. But the real fireworks? Eviction day. Dawn broke crisp over the scrub oaks as I rolled up to Willow Creek in my beat-up Chevy, a notary, a sheriff's deputy, and, call it Texas insurance, my Remington 870 slung casual over my shoulder. Not loaded, mind you, just enough gleam to make him think twice. Karen's block looked like a ghost town already. U-Hauls idling, kids wailing from minivan windows. She burst out her front door in yoga pants and fury, megaphone in hand. "This is illegal. You'll rot in jail, you redneck terrorist." Her squad flanked her, wine moms with phones raised, live streaming for the gram. I tipped my hat unfazed. "Morning, ma'am." Deeds in my pocket, judge's order in the deputies. "Pack light. Floodplain don't forgive squatters." The deputy unrolled the scroll, reading the eviction like a cattle brand. Chaos erupted, screams, shoves, one Carlette hurling a Kate Spade at my boots. Karen lunged, clawing at the papers, screeching about community values and how I'd destroy American suburbia. I sidestepped, the shotgun catching the sun just so, and her face drained whiter than her Chardonnay. "You wouldn't," she hissed. "Try me," I said, voice steady as the Rio Grande. "Pops taught me. Steal from a man, and you buy the consequences." They scattered like roaches at high noon, tires squealing, curses flying. By noon, the block was a convoy of regret heading to motels and relatives' couches. Karen? Last I heard, she's crashing with her sister in Houston, lawyered to the hilt against felony forgery counts. Her empire? Bulldozed for a solar farm. Ironic, since she hated green hippies. Me? I'm back on my ranch, fence mended, wildflowers blooming defiant. Revenge ain't sweet, it's just the bill coming due. And in America, we always pay in full.